And here we go, we are about to start the race. I hope there's no glitches like last week, where we're just stuck in the grid for like the half of the race. Don't think you can hear me either, but okay, let's pray. It doesn't mess up anything up. And no, it doesn't. We are lights on when we go racing here in Catalonia. It looks like that Callum has a decent start, and we have maybe Maka going up the inside. Kevin Jacobs is trying to find the move, doesn't find the Maka. Is trying around the inside of turn 1, doesn't get. Akau is in the meantime getting his way past Kevin Jacobs, who is lagging just a wee bit so slightly. Danny is now into P2. Galaxy is going to try around the outside of turn 3. Danny remains in P2 as Sonic. They try to find his way past him. Galaxy nearly loses the back end of his car, and it looks like the Akau is going to try to move off the inside. Doesn't find it, and Kevin James hits him, and Akau nearly loses it. Let's try and have a look at the replay there. So let's have a look on board with Akau of what happened. Oh, actually no, Kevin did not drink up his inside. He literally just tried to squeeze in between two cars and just nearly lost it, really. And he dives up the inside of Kevin Jacobs and gets the move done, and Galaxy goes wide and loses another position. Zyko picks up P5, but Kevin and Galaxy going side by side. And Kevin is off to the grass after a bit of contact with Galaxy and Macau makes a mistake. Let's go with this car, we'll screw that. And Akau has promoted himself up into P4 as just a little bit behind. We do have Galaxy and Kevin James trying to battle it out. Slips him forward, Kevin Jacobs. And Kevin up the inside, makes contact with Maka as well, and Kevin, and there's a huge crash. Let's have a quick look on the replay there. So yeah, Kevin diving up the inside, makes contact with Galaxy Skull, and that basically creates a chain reaction. Oh, I can't get away with it. Guys, just hold on up a second. Right, there we go. That is going to be a lot better. As now I will not be as quiet as Sonic finds his way past Akau, who is battling with Danny side by side, but Akau gets the position as he is now promoted into P3 with just over 3 minutes of the racing gone. And Callum is now pulling away by 4.5 seconds, near enough to Sonic. The race leader Callum G. Spencer is on the rush, as he is now 5 seconds near enough ahead of the car behind, who is Sonic. Let's have a look at the tire wear. And in the meantime, Danny is 1.7 seconds now behind Akau, who is closing up to Sonic. So the battle for P2 is most likely to go forward between the Finn and the US drivers of Akau and Sonic. and really close between the two drivers now as they head into the sector 3. And I am not in. Why does it? There we go. That sorted itself then. He'll have the Bayer exit. It looks like the Akau has the Bayer exit, and now down the main straight he will have the slipstream to attack Sonic. Let's have a look. Can he make the move? Sonic defends the inside. Akau moves to the outside to try and have the inside for turn 2. They line alongside each other. Sonic on the inside defends him from Akau. Akau will be trying to make a switch on the second part, does not get, and now round the outside he is trying round the long sweeping right hander, and now he is on the inside, gets the position done, still alongside each other, and Akau gets the move done. Very beautiful overtaking maneuver from Akau, but on a switchback Sonic is really trying it. He's not giving up just yet, and it looks like that now it's over as Sonic loses the position to Akau. Let's have a look. So trying to round it outside into here, but did not get on the switchback either. And yeah, that was the end of that really. And now for the P7 between Val and Maka. Three times separating the two of them. Maka up the inside of Val. A bit of contact between the two drivers, but Val remains ahead, Maka remains behind. Nothing changes here just yet. And here we go, Maka down the main straight. He has an overtaking opportunity here. Val defends the inside line for turn 1, the same as Akau and Sonic. Did not end well for Sonic as he did lose the position, but now Val is trying to defend and he does his best, defends the position from Maka as Maka now drops down by 0.8 of a second as Val keeps the position of P7. And now Kevin Jacobs is catching up to Danny Lacha. 1.3 between them. Maka makes a mistake, lets Val go right ahead. It's now near enough 3 seconds, but we're gonna get back on board with Kevin Jacobs and Danny, who are now starting to battle out for P4. And now round the outside, Kevin Jacobs gets the move done. Nice and very clean overtaking maneuver by Kevin Jacobs. But Danny is not gonna give it up just yet. He is in the slipstream. Moves to the inside, but Kevin is gonna keep the position. And that is gonna be it for that. Kevin Jacobs promotes himself to P4. Danny makes a mistake on the exit, nearly loses the car and sends it to the wall. Behind we see Galactic Cockpit have a penalty of 2/10. And Danny is now in the pits. Danny is in the pits. Let's see what our he switches on to. On to mediums. Medium tires is what goes on Danny's car. Interesting decision, as Callum now has a pretty big, decent gap, near enough 6 seconds to the driver behind him, who is Atkow. Atkow in the meantime is 4 seconds ahead, but let's quickly check the tires. Racing soft to racing soft, racing soft. Yeah, most people are on racing soft, so I think this is quite decent for people not to use the super soft tires, because apparently they went out real quick for Danny, which sets him now down into last place. Can I show their lap times? Yeah, sure. There we go. Lap times are on your screens. So fast laps is actually awarded to Akal for in a minute, which is quite interesting, despite he is not in the lead of the race, but he has a fast lap by near enough, by just over 3/10 to Callum Spencer. So yeah, there we go. Then we have Sonic, 5,000s between him and Val. Val is on racing medium, so actually I think Val could be on for a good strategy here. Actually, never mind, Callum has a fast lap, that's the last lap. My bad. Fast lap is 35.3 by Callum Spencer, there we go. That's more like it. There's the track map, once again. So 5.7 second gap to Callum, no, to Akal, sorry. And we do have a battle between Val and Galaxy Skull, who I would imagine Skull Stars, yep, they're starting to fade away. Just like Callum faded away from Akal. And a mistake from Galaxy Skull as he goes deep into turn 1. Let's have a look on the replay. Yeah, just misjudging his braking zone just a bit so slightly, making a mistake and goes a bit deep, costing himself a bit of time, as now Val has gone right up to him with 6 cents being the difference between the two cars. So let's see, how quickly can Val get past him? And now around the outside, Val will try, he will stay behind as he shows himself in the mirrors of Skull. And now just not too much in between the two drivers, half a second it says, and both race leaders are into the pits. Akao is in the pit as well. I'm going to imagine Kevin Jacobs will pull into the pit as well, as Galaxy Skull is still defensive from Val. Is Galaxy Skull going to try and pull into the pits? Yes, he does. He goes into the pits. Val follows him through. Wow, interesting decision. Kevin Jacobs remained on track. With Callum Remote joining right behind him. And I'm not gonna even say that it's gonna be a hard overtake for Callum, as now they're already alongside and Callum just gets the move down and just around the outside. Beautiful move by Callum, as Callum is on a fresher rubber than Kevin Jacobs. And just look at this, around the outside. And yeah, really simple, nothing too hard. And he now continues on with his own race. And battle for P6, Galaxy Skull against Val. Val is just out of the pits. They were battling before the entrance and they're still battling now. Who is on which tires though? Racing mediums for Val. Phew! I pressed the wrong thing. And racing mediums for... Oh, Val sends it up the inside, making contact with Kevin Jacobs. Kevin goes deep due to that. Let's have a look at the replay from the onboard camera. I would say that's more of Galactic's fault actually. Really just tries to close the door on Val when he is already alongside. So yeah, I'm gonna say that one's on Skull rather than Val. And now Kevin James loses the position to Akal. Let's have a look at the replay. It was on beforehand. There. Oh no, there we go. That's the overtaking here. Ran the outside in turn 1. Kevin brakes early and still manages to outbrake himself going into turn 1. And there we go, Galactic Skull against Val. Up the inside sends a Galactic Skull. Can he get overtake? Yes, he can. He gets the position. Really good overtake from Galactic Skull. But now Val is going to try and counter that. Oops, wrong number. And there we go, Galactic Skull is now promoted into P6 of this race. So there we go. What is going to happen next? We have just under 12 minutes of the race. And Galactic Skull and Val tries to run the outside. He's gonna make it to the inside. Yes, he does. Contact between the two drivers, but Val is still gonna stick it side by side with Galactic Skull. Galactic Skull drops back, and now they're still really close to each other. Val is gonna try and defend it, going down towards turn 1. He takes the inside line to prevent the overtaking opportunities down the inside. But now Galactic Skull is going to go around the outside, making it on the switchback with being earlier on the brakes than Val. And Val remains ahead despite everything. And now Galactic Skull is really on his tail as he had greater speed. And now Galactic Skull is going to try around the outside into towards turn 4, but Val remains in P6. Beautiful racing between the two drivers. Can Galactic Skull try and get on the switchback? No, he cannot. Maybe around the outside is towards turn 5. He looks for it, does not get. And now he's gonna have to sit back and just wait for that overtaking opportunity to come to him. Needs to stay back just a little bit more. Whew. Getting exhausted here, like. But anyway, we remain with the ball. And Kevin Jacobs is now in the pits. He's going to lose positions. I wonder if Val and Galaxy Skull will get past him, in fact. Here we go. Val is losing the position to Galaxy Skull, and Kevin Jacobs is now ahead of them. Let's have a look. Can Val try and get it once again? No, he cannot. And let's have a look on the replay. Well, there's no use. He got past him beforehand. Useless. In the meantime, the gap between them is still within a second. Val picks up a 4/10 penalty, gets rid of it immediately as he wants to continue with his race, as we have 8 minutes on the clock remain. And Val just goes a bit too deep. Kevin Jacobs is right ahead of them, so Skull, Jacob, and Val are all going to be battling now for that position. As the gap between 5th and 7th is roughly 3 seconds. It's actually, I guess, I don't know if that's actually right or not, just a rough guess. Holy crap, it actually is. Well then, estimations at their finest. And Skull because of a 5/10 penalty. There we go. And that allows Val to now close up. My throat is going. I know, Danny is just up ahead as well, so we may have a 4-way battle for what that will be P4. Val is 2.2 seconds behind Skull, who has pulled away, so we will move on to Danny and Kevin Jacobs. Danny goes wide at the exit of turn 3, which does allow Kevin to start closing up just a wee bit. Now it's a penalty for Danny, meaning he will lose more time, which can allow Kevin to actually get past there side by side near enough. Danny remains ahead. Another 4th penalty for Danny, and now Galactic's Kevin Jacobs, sorry, is now gonna look for the inside. Just a bit of contact between the two drivers. He's gonna hang around the outside and will get a position as Danny gets rid of his penalty. Beautiful overtake by Kevin as Kevin nearly loses the back end. Danny off the inside on the switchback goes Kevin. This is crazy scenes we're witnessing here with under 5 minutes remaining. And now Galaxy Skull and Val are both catching up. And Danny is off. Val is going to get past. Let's have a look in the replay. What actually happened? Might have been contact with Galaxy Skull. Let's have a look. Yeah, just a nudge from Skull. Not entirely sure. As Adcal Pits. Adcal Pits. What? He puts on super softs, but did he just initially? Actually, no. Let's go on board. Aka rejoins ahead of Sonic. They're right alongside each other. They're really close between them two. Sonic is gonna round the inside of turn 3. Sonic on the fresh rubber is gonna hang around the outside with 2 minutes 40 on the timer remaining. Danny pulls into the pits for herself medium tires as well. So really late pit stops here at Catalunya. Really changes the race up. As Callum now has a 27-second gap to the car behind. A 1.4 second penalty for Akau. Oofed. Lifts 5 times straight away in the next corner. I think he could be safe. Yep, there we go. He gets rid of it. Therefore, he can continue on with his race and pull away from Sonic. Val is 1.2 seconds behind Skull, but he does have a penalty of 1.2 seconds, so I don't think that will mean anything towards the final race result. Now 30 seconds remaining. I think Callum will start another lap. And yeah, he starts his final lap of the race as just a wee bit behind. Skull and Val separated by 1.6 seconds. And yet, once again, Val still has that penalty to get rid of. And there we go. Val finishes 2 tenths behind, which is unlucky. Callum Spencer, in the meantime, is gonna come around the final sector of the track. He is the only driver yet to finish the race. Callum Spencer is going to be the race winner here today at Spain for in round number 2. Callum Spencer round the final corner. He is going to take the checker flag. In first place, Callum Spencer wins the Spanish Grand Prix. Congratulations to Callum. Takes home the W. And from that, he will be going to round number 3 with good confidence boost to himself. Unless 1% of we've seen that. But anyway, thank you everyone for watching this race. I've been Mr. Stim, and until next time, it's a goodbye. Have a good night everyone, and goodbye.